My child, don't walk away from me. You've stumbled. You've fallen. But you haven't fallen beyond the reach of my hands. I see the dust on your feet from roads you were never meant to walk. I said it to Israel long ago, return, O Israel, to the Lord your God, for you have stumbled because of your iniquity. And I'm saying it to you now, bring your confession, bring your failures, bring the pieces of your heart you've tried to hide, and I will heal you. Do you hear me? I will heal your waywardness. I will love you freely. I will wash away the stain. I will remove the shame. I will cover you with my mercy like a robe. You think your mistakes have driven me away, but the truth is your mistakes make me draw closer. I'm the shepherd who leaves the 99 to find the one. I'm the father who runs to embrace the prodigal before he can even finish his apology. But you must return. Don't wait for the walls to close in. Don't wait until your strength is gone. Right now, while your heart still beats, while your ears can still hear my voice, come home. Because, my child, the longer you walk away, the dimmer your heart becomes. But the moment you turn just one step, I will meet you with 1,000 steps of my own. And I will whisper what I've wanted to say all along. Welcome home, you are mine, and I will never let you go. My child, don't walk away from me and repeat the mistakes of those who came before you. I've seen this pattern play out in every generation. It starts small, a little compromise here, a little silence there. You tell yourself it's nothing. But the heart never runs from me in one giant leap. It drifts inch by inch until you wake up far from where you began. Israel knew me. They saw my miracles, tasted my provision, heard my voice. Yet they turned away to worship idols, gods they could see and touch, gods that didn't ask for holiness, gods that let them blend in with the nations around them. They thought they could have me and their idols too, but it doesn't work that way. And every time they walked away, their peace vanished, their enemies overwhelmed them, their joy turned to fear. But listen, I never abandoned them, even in their rebellion. I raised up judges to rescue them, not because they earned it, but because I couldn't stand to see them in chains. Do you hear what I'm saying to you? Every time you start to drift, chasing what shines instead of what saves, you step onto that same path. And you don't have to go there. Learn from their story. Don't test how far you can go before you break. Don't wait until pain forces you to turn around. You don't have to lose everything to learn the value of my presence. Stay with me while your heart is still tender. Stay with me while your ears can still hear. Because I am not only the God who delivers, I am the God who can keep you from needing to be delivered. And my desire is not just to bring you back from your wandering. My desire is that you never wander at all. So my child, stay close to you, because every step with me is life. And every step away from me is a step toward chains. My child, I know what it feels like to cry into the night and hear nothing back. I know what it feels like to pray with tears, yet the heavens seem silent. David felt it when he said, my God, why have you forsaken me? And I felt it too, nailed to that cross, bleeding for the sins of the world, and yet feeling the weight of separation as I carried your guilt. Do you understand? I am not a distant observer to your pain. I have walked through it. I have tasted the silence. But here's the truth the enemy doesn't want you to see. The feeling of abandonment is not the fact of abandonment. David's cry in Psalm 22 did not end in despair. He wrote, he has not despised nor abhorred the affliction of the afflicted. Neither has he hidden his face from him. But when he cried to him for help, he heard. You may not feel my presence right now, but feelings can lie. My promise does not. The enemy wants you to walk away in the silence, to assume that my delay means my absence. But if you stay, you will see the ending David saw, the moment when sorrow turns to praise, when despair gives way to hope. Look at the cross. The cry of, why have you forsaken me, was followed by, it is finished. What felt like loss became victory, and I am telling you, the same is true for you. If you run now, you will never see what I was doing in the silence. If you give up, you will never see the miracle that was forming in the dark. Stay. Even if your prayers feel like they hit the ceiling, even if your worship feels empty, even if your heart feels numb, stay. Because I am still moving when you cannot see. I am still listening when you cannot hear. And the day will come when you will look back and say, he never left me. He was here all along. So my child, don't let the silence push you away. Let it pull you closer. For the silence is not the absence of my love. It is the setting for a greater glory that is about to be revealed. My child, Don't walk away from me because you think it's too late. Don't believe the lie that your sins have stacked too high for my mercy to reach. If I could forgive Nineveh, I can forgive you. Nineveh was not a good city. It was violent, corrupt, arrogant. Their cruelty was so deep it cried out to heaven. I sent my prophet Jonah to warn them. In 40 days this city will be overthrown. Jonah didn't even want to go. He thought they didn't deserve a second chance. And truthfully, they didn't. But mercy isn't about what you deserve, it's about who I am. And when the people heard the warning, they didn't harden their hearts. They humbled themselves. From the king on the throne to the beggar in the street, they fasted, they prayed, they turned from their evil ways, they took my word seriously. And my word says this: if my people will humble themselves and pray and turn from their wicked ways, I will hear from heaven, forgive their sin, and heal their land. That day I looked at Nineveh, and I relented. The destruction that was coming never came, do you see? Even the worst can be spared when they turn back, and I'm telling you this because the enemy wants you to think you've gone too far. He wants you to believe that your record is permanent, that your shame is carved in stone. But I can write a new story for you. You may have walked away for years. You may have rebelled, cursed my name, mocked my ways, but if you turn to me truly, deeply from the heart, I will not turn you away. I will not say too late. I will not say too far gone. I will say what I said to Nineveh. I see that you have turned, and I will spare you, because I delight in mercy. Judgment is my strange work. Mercy is my nature. So, my child, if Nineveh can be forgiven, why not you? Take one step toward me, and you will see I am already running toward you. Don't walk away from me another day. Turn around. Come home. My child, don't walk away from me with your feet still in my house. Don't think that proximity is the same as intimacy. You can stand in my presence and still have your heart far from me. That's why I said through my prophet Joel, yet even now, return to me with all your heart, with fasting, with weeping, and with mourning. Do you hear it? Even now, after the drifting, after the compromise, after the sin you swore you'd never fall into again, even now, it's not too late. But I'm not asking for a half-hearted return. I'm not looking for a quick prayer you forget tomorrow. I'm asking you to rend your heart, not your garments. In Joel's day, people tore their clothes to show grief, but sometimes it was just for show. And I am not impressed by the outward if the inward is untouched. I'm not after theatrics, I'm after truth. I want the tears that are real, the prayers that are raw, the turning that is complete, because I am gracious, I am compassionate, I am slow to anger and abounding in steadfast love. Do you know why I want you to return with all your heart? Because half a heart can't survive in a whole battle, because the enemy is not fighting you halfway, because lukewarm devotion will not stand in the heat of temptation, and because I want you, all of you. When you give me all your heart, I can heal the parts you've hidden. When you give me all your heart, I can guard it against what once destroyed you. When you give me all your heart, I can fill it with joy that will not run dry. But you must decide. Will you return to me only when life is falling apart, or will you return to me now, while there's still time, while the door is still open, while my spirit is still calling? My child, don't give me the leftovers of your devotion. Don't give me what's left after you've given your best to the world. Return to me with all your heart, because I have already given you all of mine. I've watched the crowds gather when the miracles are easy to see, when the bread is multiplied, when the storms are calmed, when my hand moves in ways that make the heart leap. But I've also watched those same crowds fade when my words cut deep, when I told them that following me would cost more than they imagined. Many of my disciples turned back and no longer walked with me. They weren't enemies, they weren't mockers. They were people who once called me Lord. They followed when it was comfortable but walked away when it wasn't. And I turned to the 12 and asked the question that I ask you now, will you also leave? Peter's answer still echoes through time. Lord, to whom shall we go? You have the words of eternal life. We have believed and have come to know that you are the Holy One of God. My child, this is the choice every heart will face. When my teaching collides with your comfort, will you stay? When I ask you to lay down what you love most, will you trust me? When the world mocks you for standing with me, will you still be found by my side? Staying will not always be easy. The road is narrow, and it will press against you. But where else will you find life? Where else will you find peace that passes understanding, joy that overflows, love that does not fail? If you walk away, you will not find another who can forgive your sin, heal your heart, and give you eternity. There is no other well that can quench your thirst, no other shepherd who will lay down his life for his sheep, no other king who leaves his throne to rescue the unworthy. My child, you are mine, you are loved. Don't walk away from me.